All right, so we're now on to day 2 of the Andor era, and it's time for the Zeffo Tomb Guardians. So I'll go through the battles on my 3 different levels of accounts in a second, but first let's just go to a quick overview of the progress so far and the status of each of these accounts, and also a little bit of a reminder on the mechanics involved with these guys. So let's do that now. Alright, so I've started a bit of a tracker for the 3 different accounts. So far we only have 1 day, so it's not going to be the most informative of charts, but over time hopefully I'll be able to build up a picture of how different, I say strategies, but different styles of mostly spending or crystal spending, marquee purchasing, that how different factors can impact overall rank. Of course, I haven't checked, but I assume they are in 3 different shards, so of course it's not going to be a perfect comparison because every shard will be a little bit different, but I think will be a pretty good picture. So first of all, in terms of the account, so I've just got the strategies again, but now I'll put where each of the Cleas are, and then I'll add the various other marquees later on. So first of all, we have Topaz, my bigger account, but I'm taking more of a laid back approach with this, taking the marquees to 5 star, by the end of the era, so progress has been made there, but not doing any other additional spending, and that is the purple here. So we got to, I think it was rank 68, so in that 200 era currency a day range. Sonder is the account I will be spending a bit, so I started by buying with actual money. The material packs and currency packs still have a lot of this currency left over, but we are out of materials, and that's a £9 spend so far, and that helped us get to rank 13, I think it was, so well inside the top 30. We'll see how that continues to shake out. I don't expect to continue to get that high. That seemed a bit surprising, to be honest, just because yes, there was money spent, but if you convert it to crystal value, it wasn't that much. We're talking about between 1,500 and 2,000 if you don't include all of the era currency, which hasn't been spent yet. So not too much of an investment, and decent start. And free to play just scraped into the top 50, top 250. I think I didn't have the best RNG, but also I think maybe misplayed some of the strategy a bit for the free to play account. So I will try harder this time with that. In terms of the strategy for last time, I think the main takeaways were Clea's basic, dealing a lot of damage. I know a lot of people suggested putting Keen Stratagem on her, which I felt like a more consistent approach last time, but maybe this similar sort of max level ish it felt like. But things are going to change not for the Yotas, for the Zeffo Tomb Guardians. And I should mention that if you are watching this and have a better idea of strategy or different things to try, please do comment below with what works for you, why what I'm doing doesn't work. So basically my aim is just to try and surface sort of good strategies and ideas. I'll try my best in the videos themselves, but if something is found to be better, I will pin the comment and try include that maybe in future videos. So the plan is going to be, I think I'll do the first 4 bosses in this new era, then it'll be more of, I don't know, weekly or every 5-day, not quite sure yet, update in terms of like the overall state of things and an overview of what's working for each of the bosses, just to be a bit of a reference. So I'll look to compile everything for the first of those update videos. These first 4 are going to be me figuring things out and probably getting stuff wrong, but trying to give people an idea of decent things to do. And also, I think more importantly, the levels of investment, and giving an idea of what gets what. I think is almost more important than the strategy. So yeah, let's get straight to this boss. So Zeffo, I won't go over it too much just because most people will be familiar. The main things to look out for is this special beam that can dispel buffs but also deals more damage if they have 3 stacks of armor plating, and they're quite often likely to have 3 stacks of armor plating because at the start of each turn, so before they do this, they gain 2 stacks of armor plating. So unless they're at 0 beforehand, they will be at 3 and can do this and gain some turn meter, which isn't the end of the world, but obviously you want to try to avoid that if possible. The main thing to avoid though, the main thing usually to avoid is doing damage underneath the stack. So once you remove 3 stacks, you don't tend to want to hit beyond that unless you're confident of killing them, just because they gain a stacking 100% towards their next special, which can be pretty destructive. But with the new characters, there's potentially ways around that this time. And also you deal more damage the less stacks they have. So last era, it was all about really spreading out the damage, trying to keep the stacks at 0 without hitting below. But this time, roughly the same, but with maybe a slight difference. Just going over the mechanics again, the levels wouldn't have changed across the characters, but highlighting the basic, just because that tends to be the big damage dealer, not as important now that we have 3 targets, but still, if we can use it to deal a lot of damage, we should. Keen Stratagem is important in terms of getting offense and potency. Last time I really did see a split in people going for Vel and Saw in order to give the potency, or just putting it back on Clea for the extra offense for that basic. This time I think potency will be more important because I think blind will come into play a little bit more. So that's one thing to look out for. In terms of the specials, so Vel, we have that deal damage to all enemies and inflict blind on all of them, which if that can land, that'd be pretty huge, because if we jump back to here, if you deal damage beyond the plating, it only adds damage to their next special. So if their next special they have blind, then you get away with it essentially. So it's going to be about, I think, trying to get blind on them and then targeting the Zeffo Guardians with blind and are about to use specials, and then dealing extra damage to them knowing that you won't be hit by a huge nuke from them. So that's really the main thing. Inflicting breach on target, so we're also on the lookout for AoE damage to remove stacks, and Vel doesn't have any of that, Cinta doesn't have any of that, but Vel does. Pau, offense up, could be decent, but he does have an AoE damage in his second special, so that could come into play. And we have another AoE blind, which could be huge. So I'm thinking this time, probably yes, try get the Keen Stratagem onto Vel and Saw. Cool, so let's hop into the first account. Right, so we're in my bigger account, Topaz, who's getting the marquee to 5-star, which, by the way, it's not visible now, but I don't know if I completely missed this before, but you can now see the marquee events, which is fantastic. So in terms of leveling up, there's no more I can do before the battles. Annoyingly, I don't think I would have reached the next tier anyway in the episode track, but the quest for today is do 5 marquee battles, which will take especially free to play accounts or ones not getting beyond 3 stars like 3 days to do, which is not great. So I think the free to play account will suffer a bit from that, but let's just hop into the battle and try some things out. So I think I want to put Keen Stratagem on Vel. She seemed a little bit more consistent. I don't know what her potency stats were last time. So that also does an AoE, so we'll have to keep that in mind, and we'll just try inflict a breach. Right, so now I don't think it matters who you target, so we'll try and get blinds out. Yes, so blind on this guy, so I think we are good to use an AoE. Will remove all of the, well, actually all of them have blind, so doesn't really matter, but this, we'll just go for this guy. Deflected, dodged, deflected. Great. And we'll continue to spread it out. Now this, do I try and, okay, I'm just going to experiment. I'm going to not apply blind with Saw next time because one of them hasn't used their special, so let's play the percentages and not apply blind. Of course it uses it now, not that stun. Okay, I think we got lucky with those stuns. Let's continue to spread things out and we'll fish for that next blind. And also Saw, yeah, I don't like Saw being last in the turn order. That means you don't get to do damage with them having blinds. Let's try just apply now, see if that works. Okay, we got some, and hopefully this guy also does it. Yeah, okay, we saved from 2 AoEs, which was nice. Spread it out. Speed down is not ideal. Okay, we've got another Keen Stratagem, which is an AoE, so let's get that on. Ooh. See, Saw is probably not going to get to another blind. You know what, we're just experimenting. Let's see, maybe we last that long, and we will just go for a couple of basics. Yeah, so I think maybe it might have been better to use that one on Clea, just because I don't know if Saw will get back round to another blind. Yeah, it seems unlikely. What do we want to do here? Yeah, let's get one of them down. Okay, at least we'll get 2 of them down to no stacks. Oh, this could be high risk. Do they have the, you know, let's go for it. This seems too risky. Yes, we got the blinds. Okay, the RNG has felt kind in this run. I can go in on this guy a bit, and we could just do an AoE, I guess. Okay, we got defense down, so we'll continue. Let's remove that. Ooh, okay, we're starting to be on our last legs. Yeah, so I think in hindsight, maybe second Keen Stratagem on Clea, just the extra damage, just because it seems unlikely they'll get round to another blind. Who, I actually don't know who's going next. Are you going next? Oh, right, okay, 36. We should be able to level up a smidge. Yeah, so let's try that again. Get Keen Stratagem on Vow. Why not? I don't actually know which one deals damage. More damage. I should probably check that. Let's get blind. We do get blind. We'll get blind on all of them, so I think we'll just AoE. And does anyone have defense down? You do. Yeah, ideally they all use that. Not that guy, he likes to be different. Spread it out a little bit. Do we want to try for the, no, let's not try for blind yet, just because only one of them has that special on cooldown. Okay, I think we got lucky with the stuns again. Hit him. I think we'll want to try apply blind. I probably shouldn't have done that. It's now risky. Yeah, and of course that doesn't land. Okay, that was a misplay. Hit it. Keen Stratagem on Clea herself. I'm just going to offense up just so I can not do extra damage. They're really going for it now. Try hit the blinds. We got 2. Right, so would have loved to have Clea going next, but let's just try get some damage while we can. Unfortunately, they both had the special off cooldown. Should have, yeah, this one's a bit scrappy. Dude, can we hit 40 though? Yeah, okay, we've hit 40. We've lost Clea. Okay, I think we can do better, but I think I've got an idea of things, so we'll move on to a different account, I think, next. So I think, yeah, getting the 40% will be the most important thing. And also I don't actually, yeah, I won't be able to level up anyway, just annoyingly. So yeah, maybe I can hit, I don't know, a bit higher, 50% or something. But yeah, right, on to Sonder, the spendy account. So let's quickly get the shards, and this is the sim button in action, which is delightful. That's good, that feels good. What do we get? Character quests. We could potentially get this as well, just all in the name of moving up the episode track, which I guess in fairness in this account I don't really need to worry about because I have a bunch of era currency. So is there, just always check, is there any upgrades I can make? Not yet, so let's just hop into things. So let's see how far we can get. So keen stratagem on Vel. Let's try and get some blinds. We got all blinds, which is great. Let's maybe try to get breach on one and then go in on this guy. Sure, why not? Let's try that. Okay, so yeah, let's just focus them down. I think they all, yes, they all used their special. I wasn't paying attention, so let's save that. And yeah, right. Okay, so far so good. Right. Yeah, no one really important got stunned, which is nice. Is there an AoE in the works? You know what, I'm going to try save this for when he gets keen strategy. Now let's just go for it. YOLO, there we go. My stupidity got rewarded, I think, there. Okay, one of them is getting there. So obviously we don't want to deal unnecessary damage. If we continue to spread it out. I can't remember if she has her keen stratagem thing. Let's see. She does. Okay, good. I'm going to put it on Clea because Saw won't have another blind, I don't think. I think I'm going to experiment with saving his blind for a little bit later when the damage gets a bit higher. That might be a good thing to try. Let's get that. And I think, yeah, so next time we're going to do a bunch of damage. I don't think there's too much we can do for it. We're kind of getting there on this one. All right, well, that's that done. Now we'll continue to spread out. Do we want the keen? Do we want the blind now? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, we got one. There we go. Spread it out. All right, we might be better to save the blind for now because I think we're going to be in trouble. Try go for the. Oh, they don't. I guess they don't have the AoE, so let's just try get this. This is going to do a lot of damage here. Oh, right. I guess not. Try going on this guy. Oh, we do have keen strategy, but I'm just going to try go for the kill. There we go. It's always tough when it's just one dude left. I never know if this is a mistake to leave it to one or just try whittle down two at once. So what does it have? Okay, let's go offense up. Okay, that calls someone to assist. Let's get that on. Good old boy. So, okay, Val's still going. Hopefully we have, okay, potentially a blind. Yes, okay. Go in for the kill. Save that blind. Another one of these. Okay, this is an important blind. We get it. Okay. Yeah, so I have seen people have success so far with this, and that looks like that's continued. So that was, yeah, level 12 up to tier 2, which is nice. And yeah, let's make a bunch of upgrades, I guess, and see how far we can push things. So we're going to be out here. What do we need for here? So yeah, that might be tough to do, but let's try that quickly now. So yeah, that felt like, oh, we've lost Val. That's a shame. So yeah, keen stratagem on Saw. Get that. Yeah, because Val would be the next marquee. So, ooh, this seems a lot tougher. Yeah, not sure if that was the right move. We're just freestyling now. Who's next? Who's got next? This guy. Yeah, we just snipe some damage. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a lot tougher without a second source of blind. So this tier could be slow progress at first, I imagine. Right. Okay. So I think that felt like an okay strategy last time. I think it's a case of we could push to 10% probably, but I don't think that won't get me anywhere in terms of level because I won't have this thing until tomorrow. So yeah, I think that's us for this account, and I'll move on over to the baby account. So let's do that now. Right, time for the final account. So this is the smallest completely free to play account. We are only at level 5 and we need more era currency to get up. Can we get some XP. So we need 1,000, and yeah, don't think, won't be able to get that, unfortunately. I think, so I'll do a battle on this. I think in reality, when it's my reset, which is not until tomorrow, I won't be able to make that much progress. So it's still going to be level 5, which isn't ideal, just because I really don't have any other way of getting credits. I literally don't think, unless I'm missing something. Because unfortunately, I guess the issue is this quest isn't doable in a day, essentially, because I only have 2 marquees. Did I not do this yesterday? I don't think it matters too much. I don't think would have made any material difference. But there we go. So let's try a battle. It's annoying that this won't be at level 6, but I guess that's how things go with that annoying journey quest. So we won't spend too long on this one, I don't think. Let's try get some blind going. Good. Let's deal that. This guy has defense down, so let's hit that. I like the defense down. Spread it, because I think we might do another AoE coming. Not necessarily, but I'm going to save that maybe for another round of Keen Stratagem. I'm still not sure whether to try use that early and use the second Keen Stratagem on Clea, or use the second Keen Stratagem on Saw. Let me know what your thoughts on that one is. I guess we're committing to saving that for your guy. Not ideal. Oof. Right, so it's better work. Okay, we got past the 10%. We got some blinds, which is nice to see. Not on this guy. Okay, there goes Clea. We'll get a smidge more. 14. That felt decent. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make any progress until tomorrow, so I'll be able to level up when I have enough era currency, which I won't be getting until my quests reset tomorrow. So short and sweet, free to play section today. I should still be making some progress, just not on the video, unfortunately. So thank you very much for watching. Please let me know if you have any thoughts and ideas on the strategy, and let me know how you're doing as well. I'd be really interested to see that. And thank you very much, and see you next time.